Hello, boys and girls. Today we are going to continue on with subject-verb agreement when we have both singular and plural subjects. Let's review subject-verb agreement with plural subjects made with adding an S, ES, or IES, and also singular subjects. Before we practice, let's go over our signal, which was the pencil tap. Remember, the pencil tap sounds like this. When you hear that, you will answer in unison. Let's practice. Today is Wednesday. What is today? Do we arrive to school in the morning or in the afternoon? What color is this pencil? Great work waiting for the signal and then answering all together after you heard the signal. Now let's practice subject-verb agreement. You are going to complete the subject-verb agreement probe. You will look at the subject and determine if it is singular or plural. If the subject is singular, you're going to choose a singular verb. If the subject is plural, you will choose a plural verb. You will have 10 minutes to complete this review, and if you want to, you can refer to the visual aid we used in our previous lesson. Great job going through our review. Now we will begin working on subject-verb agreement in sentences where the subjects are either singular or plural, and the plural subjects are compound subjects. Look at the visual aid with me and follow along as I read. Subject-verb agreement is when the subject and verb agree in number. If the subject of the sentence is singular, then the verb needs to be singular. If the subject of the sentence is plural, then the verb needs to be plural. Singular subjects are just one person, place, thing, or idea. Examples of this would be lady, man, playground, building, city, John, Empire State Building, Dr. Frederick, Fazoli's, scooter, freedom, child, and goose. Singular verbs end with an S, ES, IES if they are present tense. Examples would be tramples, perches, and berries. Singular linking verbs are am, is, was, has, and compound subjects are when two or more nouns are joined by and, or nor, and they form a compound subject. When thinking about compound subjects, there are 3 rules that we follow. Rule number 1, when the compound subject is joined by and, the verb must be the plural version of the verb. The ants and the grasshopper live in the grass. Rule number 2, if the compound subject is joined by or nor, and the subject closest to the verb is singular, you're going to choose a singular verb. For example, the otters or the beaver sleeps during the day. It would be the otters or the beaver sleeps during the day. Rule number 3, if the compound subject is joined by or nor, and the subject closest to the verb is plural, you will choose a plural verb. An example of this would be, neither the panther nor the leopards open or opens their eyes during the exhibition. The correct verb would be open. Neither the panther nor the leopards open their eyes during the exhibition. Look at these sentences and follow along as I read and complete them. Sentence number 1. A tiny seahorse swims through the ocean waters. The subject of this sentence is a tiny seahorse. Seahorse is singular since I know that the keywords a just means one seahorse. I will choose and circle the correct singular verb, which is swims. A tiny seahorse swims is the correct subject-verb agreement since the subject, a seahorse, is singular and the verb swims is singular. It ends in an S. Now let's take a look at sentence number 2. Lions, gazelles, and tigers roams along the African grassland. The subject of this sentence is lions, gazelles, and tigers. Lions, gazelles, and tigers make a compound subject using the word and. I will choose and circle the plural verb roam. Lions, gazelles, and tigers roam is correct subject-verb agreement because the subject, lions, gazelles, and tigers, is a compound subject joined by and. When and is used in a compound subject, you always select the plural verb, which is roam, without the s. Sentence number 3. A book or pencils is or are prizes that a student can earn for good behavior. The subject of this sentence is book or pencils. Book or pencils make a compound subject using the word or. I will choose and circle the plural verb are. A book or pencils are is correct subject-verb agreement because pencils is closest to the verb and pencils is plural. When a compound subject has or, you look at the noun closest to the verb. Pencils are plural, so you select the plural verb are. Look at this sentence, sentence number 4. The man or the woman reaches for the fly ball in the stadium. The subject of this sentence is man or woman. Men or woman make a compound subject using the word or. I will choose and circle the singular verb, which would be reaches. The man or the woman reaches is correct subject-verb agreement because woman is singular and is closest to the verb. When a compound subject has or, you look at the noun closest to the verb. Woman is singular, so you select the singular verb reaches. Look at this sentence, sentence number 5. Neither prestige nor money cures the need for love. The subject of this sentence is prestige nor money. Prestige nor money make a compound subject by using the word nor. I will choose and circle the singular verb cures. Neither prestige nor money cures is correct subject-verb agreement because money is singular and is closest to the verb. When a compound subject has nor, you look at the noun closest to the verb. Money is singular, so you will select the singular verb cures with the s. Look at this sentence, sentence number 6. Neither gloves nor coats prepares us to be outside in sub-degree temperatures. The subject of this sentence is gloves nor coats. Gloves nor coats makes a compound subject using the word nor. I will choose and circle the plural verb prepare. Gloves nor coats prepare is correct subject-verb agreement because coats is closest to the verb and it is plural. When a compound subject has nor, you look at the noun closest to the verb. Coats is plural, so you would select the plural verb prepare. Look at this sentence. Neither my mom nor my sisters knows how to play softball. The subject of this sentence is my mom nor my sister. My mom nor my sister makes a compound subject by using the word nor. I will choose and circle the plural verb, which would be know. My mom nor my sister know is correct subject-verb agreement because sisters is closest to the verb and is plural. When a compound subject has nor, you look at the noun closest to the verb. Sisters is plural, so you would select the plural verb, which would be know. Look at this sentence. Brittany and Taylor meets at the bus stop every morning. The subject of this sentence is Brittany and Taylor. Brittany and the girls makes a compound subject by using the word and. I will choose and circle the plural verb, which would be meet. Brittany and Taylor meet is correct subject-verb agreement because the subject, which is Brittany and Taylor, is a compound subject joined by and. When and is used in a compound subject, you always select the plural verb, which is meet, without. Look at this sentence, which is sentence number 9. Addison, Braxton, and Emerson walks down the street. The subject of this sentence is Addison, Braxton, and Emerson. Addison, Braxton, and Emerson make a compound subject using the word and. I will choose and circle the plural verb walk. Addison, Braxton, and Emerson walk is correct subject-verb agreement because the subject, Addison, Braxton, and Emerson, is a compound subject joined by and. When and is used in a compound subject, you always select the plural verb, which is walk, without the s. Look at this sentence, sentence 10. The boat sails through the ocean waves. The subject of this sentence is the boat. Boat is singular since I know that the key words, the boat, means one boat. I will choose and circle the correct singular verb, which is sails. The boat sails is the correct subject-verb agreement since the subject, the boat, is singular and the verb sails is singular because it ends in an S. Great job! Now let's practice some together. You will answer in unison when I give the signal. Wait until I signal before answering. The signal will be a pencil tap. When I tap my pencil, everyone will say the answer at the same time. Let's practice the signal. Today is Tuesday. What is today? Do we arrive to school in the morning or in the afternoon? What color is this pencil? Great work waiting for the signal and then answering in unison when hearing the signal. Now let's practice subject-verb agreement. Read sentence 1. What is the subject in this sentence? Is the subject singular or compound? How do you know? What type of verb do we need to use? How do you know? Great! Circle the verb. Now read the sentence and listen to see if the subject and verb agreement sounds correct. Read sentence number 2. What is the subject in this sentence? Is the subject singular or compound? How do you know? What type of verb do we need to use? How do you know? Good. Circle the verb. Now read the sentence and listen to see if the subject and verb agreement sounds correct. Read sentence number 3. What is the subject in this sentence? Is the subject singular or plural? How do you know? What type of verb do we need to use? How do you know? That is correct. Circle the verb. Now read this sentence and listen to see if the subject and verb agreement sounds correct. Read sentence number 4. What is the subject in this sentence? Is the subject regular or plural? How do you know? What type of verb do we need to use? How do you know? Good job. Circle the verb. Now read this sentence and listen to see if the subject and verb agreement sounds correct. Now read sentence number 5. What is the subject in this sentence? Is the subject regular or plural? How do you know? What type of verb do we need to use? How do you know? Great job. Circle the verb. Now you will read the sentence and listen to see if the subject and verb agreement sounds correct. Now you will practice with your peer. Peer 1 will select baggie number 1 and administer it to peer number 2. Peer 1 will be the teacher and peer 2 will be the student. Peer 1, make sure that peer 2 reads the sentence on the card and then selects the correct verb to agree with the subject. The answers are on the back of the task card. After peer number 2 reads and selects the verb, check to make sure that the verb they chose is correct. If not, peer 1 will explain why the answer is incorrect and what the correct answer should be. Then, peer 1 and peer 2 will switch roles. So then peer 1 will select peer 2 will select baggie number 2 and administer those to peer number 1. Peer 2, make sure that peer 1 reads the sentences on the cards and then selects the correct verb to agree with the subject. The answers are also on the back of those task cards. After peer 1 reads and selects the verb, check to see if they are correct. If they are not, you, peer 2, will explain why the answer is not correct and what the correct answer should be. Great job working together on those. Now it is time for you to work on your own to circle the correct verb that goes with the subject. Once you have completed the task, which is where you will circle the correct verb that goes with the subject, you will work on another task. This task will also be related to subject-verb agreement with singular and compound subjects, but in this one you will underline the subject once the verb once and the verb or predicate twice. If the sentence is missing one of these parts, it is called a fragment. Write the fragment and then correct the sentence. Great job working through those. So today we learned about subject-verb agreement when the subject is singular and when we have a compound subject and we must decide if it is singular or plural and what verb to choose if it is one or the other, whichever one it is. So to conclude the lesson, I just want to do a small review with you. So we're going to read these two sentences. When I give the signal, you will read the sentences and then I will ask you some questions. Make sure you do not answer until you hear the signal. Read these two sentences. Which sentence will require a singular verb? And how do you know that? What will be the correct verb to use? And how did you know that? What type of subject is in sentence 1? Good job, and how did you know that? What type of verb will match the subject of sentence 1? That is correct, and how did you know? Great job working today, guys. I see that you learned lots about subject-verb agreement, and I hope that you guys had a great time working with me today, and I can't wait until we can work together again. Bye!